Okay guys, what's up? Filco here. I hope you can hear me very well. I'm just going to make another tutorial. This time it's going to be about TvP, and I'll be doing that by casting a replay of a game that I played against a B- player on Litos, who's also, I believe, an active member on teamliquid.net forums. So here I am, I'm just spawning at the 3 o'clock position as the red Terran, and my opponent is on Litos as the blue protoss. I'm going to make it a little bit quicker. So this tutorial is going to be about a build that is quite a classic. It's actually quite an old build, and it's really a good one. It's a little bit cheesy, so you will end up a little bit behind if you don't make enough damages. But then again, it's not all in. It's a little bit cheesy, but not completely. You might still not make it work and be fine. The thing is, if it doesn't work, don't push it. You have to be smart. That knowledge comes from the experience of the game. You have to be smart and notice when it's going to work or not work. And you're going to try to destroy your opponent's base or withdraw and just, you know, get back to your base. So you can see that I'm not cutting the production of Marines. I'm already at 6 Marines. I like to go to 7 Marines. 7 Marines, 2 or 3 SCVs. 3 is really when you want to be efficient. You want your SCVs usually to stay near. You want everyone to be close, just like that, right? Don't rush it, you know. My opponent saw it coming. He will defend this time very badly. Focus the dragoons with your marines, run back with your tanks, try to have good shots on the dragoons with your tanks, just like I'm doing, and get back with your vultures. By the way, the first upgrade that you are looking for, as soon as you are building that first tank, it's vultures. It's vulture mines, spider mines. So as soon as the first vultures will come out of the factory, sorry, that's when you're going to have your spider mines. Behind that you're expanding, right? As soon as you can. And maybe I should have been more precise and, you know, show you a little bit more what my build was, right? Once you're at this point, you have a bunker, you're sure to destroy the Nexus, you have mines here. The only thing you can be scared of is either a fast shuttle with a rever or DTs with a rever. In any case, that's the right time to take a few missile turrets. You want to keep droning behind that, and here you can see that because I didn't lose any tank, I'm just going to sit here, right? Going to sit here. I could have built a few turrets. I could have done that to make sure that that push was going to last forever. That's not really what I want to do though. Usually what I want to do is droning, and then transitioning into a 4 or 5 factory push, depending on how my adversary has been damaged. This time I saw he lost many probes as well, so I'm going for 5 factories, because I know that it's really going to be efficient, because my opponent doesn't have a lot of drones and it's going to take so much time for him to rebuild a good economy. At this point I'm really well, you know, but there is a Templar archive. You might go to an academy a little bit earlier. Mine was late. That's because I kept on droning a lot, and I'm now building my factories. So I decided to take my academy a little bit late. I should have taken it earlier. I would have seen the, you know, the DTs, and so I would have been withdrawing. Here it takes a really good fight. It kills so much of my army for almost nothing, right? Here is an SCV just scouting around to see if I didn't, you know, miss any hidden base or anything like that. We have a shuttle here, and there is going to be a drop in my main, but I'm going to see that. And one good mine connects, and that's the end of the push. So he prepares another attack here, but I have mines and I have turrets. So really at this point he's trying to make damage, but really, yeah, that's a terrible attack for him again. 46 SCVs at the 10-minute mark. That's okay considering the damage I have done. And 25 probes. He's only now building his Nexus. He's about to have his Nexus, and you can see that his technology is really delayed. On the other hand, I have 5 factories now, right? 5 factories, and I'm about to build my third, I believe, command center as I launch this first push. That might have been a little bit early for me to go. I might have waited a little bit more, but I believe at this point, yeah, with 5 or 6 tanks, it's the right time to go. My opponent is really good, so he had a perfect macro, but I mean, that fight will be really good for him. He will take advantage from the high ground. I will not take a good fight. I will not have many mines. He will have DTs. My siege tank is really bad. He will have a wonderful zealot bomb. Look at that. Whoa. A lot of those tanks are destroyed. And here it's an horrible fight for me. I mean, let's be frank, right? He even have some storms, and at this point he really manages to, you know, to defend very well. But it's 63 against 82. While I'm doing that, I'm still producing units. You can see that every single one of my factories is producing units at this point. You can see also that my third CC is ready, and that I will be able to keep pushing forward as my opponent is only taking his third Nexus and only has 35 drones against 55 SCVs because I kept droning. Macro is really important. I'm getting my +1 and I'm about to build a science facility, right? Here it is, adding a second armory, and I keep building supply depots, and soon enough I'll be able to be launching another attack actually against my opponent. I know it's so late, I know he doesn't have the choice, he won't be able to take so early, you know, to take the choice to go either for carriers or arbiters, you know. I know he is just too late, right? So 58 SCVs, that's a good number. Adding factories at this point, right? Adding factories, I know he has a third base here, I know it's not mining. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to wait for my troops to be ready again. I have a drop. And here we go. I have a few additional turrets just in case of drops or early arbiters. You know, I'm playing very, very safe at this point. I really want to win this game. It's a one game, so why would I waste it? Here I have a drop. It's just to make my opponent, you know, focus a little bit on his base. He's not mining because of this drop, and I'm killing a few units. I took a dropship because my science facility was a little bit late and because I could afford it. I am now on 3 bases. I have an SCV here who's going to take another base while I am taking another fight. So that's what I'm doing, you know. I'm taking my third base while I'm doing my I'm taking my second base. I'm taking my natural during my first push. I'm taking my third base during my second push on 5 factories, and I'm now taking my fourth base on my third push. You know, I'm always keeping forward, you know, having more units, having more resources, having more mining. I have the +1, I'm researching +2, +1. My opponent obviously is +0, +0, and 49 probes against 64 SCV. I kept droning. This time I have a good siege, I have a good line of siege tanks. You can notice that I waited a little bit to take the siege tanks in a good line because I was not in a hurry. I didn't have so many vessels, so many vultures, sorry, so in case there was a lot of speed lots, I mean, all those tanks would have raped them basically. So here, you know, mining from 3 bases against soon mining for 4 bases. From 4 bases, I'm taking my first vessels that are coming out. And really at this point I am completely destroying my opponent, and you can see that I have 150 supply against 80, so I have double the supply of my opponent. Obviously it's a situation no protoss wants to be in. I'm even going to be building a few turrets in his base, and at this point I have literally won. A few CVs are going down to mine here. I will take my third gas as soon as possible, trying to push in the main directly. Just trying to finish this game at this point. The first arbiter is now out. I'm even going to be probably building a few turrets in his main or something. And yeah, at this point, guys, it's won. Adding factories, of course, and now my units are +1/+1. Soon they will be +2/+1, and you can see that at this point I know that my opponent has other bases. So just the end of the game. Tries to survive. Keeping scouting with an SCV just to make sure that I know where my opponent's bases are. I stayed here with my tanks while attacking here with the rest of my army. 189 supply, I am now max population. What the fuck is this factory doing? I don't know. So it's a one game. I destroyed this base as well, and he is on one base against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 3 minings, right? He has some decent damage here with his DTs, but obviously it's not going to be enough, and that's a one game. So you see the key thing is first scout if your opponent has 1, 2 or 3 gates at the opening of the game. That's the first thing, right? If he has only one, it's very likely he's going to be going for a 1 gate expand. If that's what he's doing and you're in a close position, I would definitely advise to go for a fake double push like I did, fake double factory push like I did. Don't forget, the key thing is to, as soon as you have the machine shop, you want to be launching both the tank and the spider mine upgrade, right? That's really what you want to do, right? You want to land tanks on you want to land mines on the entrance of your natural while you are attacking. The first 3 mines go on the floor at the entrance of your base, and then you take another vulture, then another tank, and you research siege tank, right? You want to take your second base as soon as you launch the first push. It's really a build. I might show you another one. And we are going to see in details the build that I'm going for. I have too much replays, guys. Okay, maybe you know what? Maybe we can just have a look at the same replay. I've won a lot of games like that. So, okay, just to show you. The supply depot is on the right of the barrack. That's going to allow the Marines to come in between and basically to use this space as a bunker in case of early, probe attacks. Not probe, zealot attack, right? So here I have 4 Marines, and look at that tank. And as soon as I can, vulture mine and command center, right? It's exactly at the same time. So you have your first tank, your 7 Marines, and you're ready to go. The first vulture is going to be produced exactly when the mine upgrade is going to finish. So you can see I'm launching this push. I have a second base coming. I am only now starting to produce probes, SCVs again. So I am at 20 against 24. It's a little bit cheesy. You are a bit down, right, at workers. You can see I have 2 mines here. You can line 2 or 3, it depends. I really wanted it to be efficient. So I even landed another one here. It could do a lot of damage. That mine could be, you know, attacking a dragoon or a zealot, and that could destroy all the workers. I have a few videos of amazing mine splash damages like that on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. It's in my funny videos, funny Brood War videos playlist. And here the second vulture is just landing in another group of mines in the entrance here. So that's really what I'm doing. So that was a tutorial how to play against protoss. I'm C minus on my way to C. My opponent is B minus. He's a really strong player, and it really helps you to be on top of a better player. So I hope this tutorial was interesting for you, that maybe you will use it in your games. Terran is a hard race to play, especially when you begin to play. So it's nice to have this opportunity to be the one attacking and not be the one defending as usual in the early game. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and see you